And now let's go to la isla del encanto, Puerto Rico, con Adriana
y el Giga with our video game segment called Reset.
Let's check it out.
Thank you, Carla and Chaslin, and welcome to our Reset segment directly from Puerto Rico.
This is Adriana, I'm El Giga, and we're right here at the Pedro Rosselló Convention Center. And if you like video games and you like the video game industry, you gotta stay tuned right here in
Extra.
So okay guys, if you're a fan of gaming and you like Uncharted, Jak and Daxter, or Crash Bandicoot, you're gonna love this game from the developer Naughty Dog. It's called The Last of Us, and it's one of the best games I've seen the last couple of years, so take a look.
Oh, perfect.
Now what?
Screw it.
Easy.
The Last of Us is the latest project from developer Naughty Dog, the makers of the Uncharted series and Crash Bandicoot. The Last of Us is set in a post-apocalyptic urban environment after a plague ravaged the globe, leaving only a few survivors behind fighting every day for their lives. The game follows Joel, a hardened survivor, and Ellie, a teenager girl, in their journey across the United States. Joel and Ellie meet in Boston, however they are both on the run from the military as they make their way across the United States. They will go from city to city fighting survivors for food, weapons, and whatever they can get their hands to. In the game, a real-life fungus or parasite that is the villain of the story called cordyceps that will normally affect insects will then be altered to affect humans. So that give a challenge to the players so they can learn what is necessary to survive in an end-of-the-world scenario.
This is our routine. Day and night, all we do is survive. It never lets up. He tells me how these streets were crowded with people just going about their lives. Must have been nice.
The Last of Us will be released exclusively for the PlayStation 3 in 2013, and it's one of the biggest games of the year.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me.
You know what, Adriana? I saw the game this year in June at E3 2012 in Los Angeles, and I got to see a 30-minute demo of the game, and it's definitely one of the biggest games coming out in 2013. There's no game that has the same amount of excitement, adventure, and just the survival instinct you have to use to survive in the game. It's simply amazing. The new developer, Crystal Dynamics, really did a great job changing the pace of the game, changing the dynamics of the game, the graphics, and the overall experience. It's going to be a really mature title, so kids, you have to stay away. It's a really cool title coming out for PlayStation 3, 360, and PC. So all Tomb Raider fans, you got to be ready for the next installment in the Lara Croft saga. It's going to be amazing, so just look for it, man.
So you can say it's kind of addictive.
It's going to be really addictive. You have to hunt, You have to take care of your wounds. You have to make your own weapons. It's gonna be a really cool game. Fans of games like Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, it's really a survival title with action elements. Plus, it's gonna be really story-driven. It's taken a lot from the Uncharted series. It's gonna be one of the best games in 2013 and one of the best games of this generation. So just look out for Tomb Raider, March 5th, 2013.
Thanks to Adriana and Giga from Puerto Rico. And now let's go to a movie segment, Cinemania. Who doesn't remember Mike Wazowski and James Sullivan from Monsters, Inc.? Well, guess what? They're back, and this time with Monsters University. Let's check it out.
Since the very first bedtime, all around the world, children have known there are monsters hiding in their closets. But what they don't know is those monsters weren't always so scary.
I can't go to class. I'm not wearing any clothes.
They had to go to college first.
And that's right, Mike Wazowski and James P. Sullivan are back, but this time they exchanged the factory for the university. Billy Crystal and John Goodman are back to give life to his character's voice in this new epic story, and as always, they're an inseparable pair. But that wasn't always the case. From the moment these two mismatched monsters met, they couldn't stand each other. Monsters University unlocks the door to how Mike and Sully overcame the differences and became the best of friends. Screaming with laughter and fun, Monsters University is directed by Dan Scanlon, who directed Cars, Matter and the Ghostlight, and Tracy, and is produced by Corey Ray, who produced Up, The Incredibles, and Monsters, Inc.
I love college.
Monsters, Inc. will be released in 2013. For more information, stay tuned right here in Xtra Extra.
And let's get ready for some action, because the popular espionage franchise that has earned almost $1 billion is back. The Bourne Legacy. Let's check it out.
What's your name?
Kenneth Kitsum.
Where are you from?
Reno.
Will you give yourself to this program?
Yes, sir.
Tony Gilroy, the writer and director, brings us a new story of the Bourne franchise, but this time introducing a new character in the film played by Jeremy Renner, who plays the new hero in this new action movie after the last movie, The Bourne Ultimatum. The Bourne Legacy picks up the story from the last film, and Jeremy's character, whose life or death stakes have been triggered by the events of the first three films, makes his way through the new story full of action and loss. For The Bourne Legacy, Jeremy Renner joins fellow series newcomers Rachel Weisz, Edward Norton, Stacy Keach, and Oscar Isaac, while franchise veteran Albert Finney, Joan Allen, David Strathairn, and Scott Glenn reprise their roles. The Bourne Legacy looks like it's gonna be a movie to watch, despite the big shoes Jeremy Renner has to fill after the work of Matt Damon in the past trilogy. The Bourne Legacy will be out August 10th of this year. And of course, we will have all the information you will need right here in Xtra Extra.
If you can't wait to see a movie with all the best action heroes of all time, here in Xtra Extra we bring you The Expendables 2.
Unloaded?
In this new adventure, directed by Sylvester Stallone, we see that after taking a seemingly simple job from Mr. Church, who's interpreted by Bruce Willis, the Expendables find their plans going wrong, and one of their own is brutally murdered by rival mercenary Gene Villain, played by Jean-Claude Van Damme. The Expendables set out into hostile territory with their new members, Bill the Kid, played by Liam Hemsworth, and Maggie, played by Yu Nam, to put a stop to a deadly weapon and gain their revenge against the villain who killed their brother. This will be Jean-Claude Van Damme's big return to the screen after many years, making it straight to DVD films, and also marks the return of Chuck Norris, which we have not seen since the Walker Texas Rangers series. Without the original cast and the new Expendables as well, this promises to be a big action hit just like the first one.
You're not doing what I think you're doing. Yeah, I am.
And with this, we have come to the end of our show today, so stay tuned for next week with everything you want to see right here in Xtra Extra.
And don't forget to write to us at info@xtraextra.com with any questions you may have regarding our segments.
Also, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/xtraextra.
Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/xtraextra.
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for next week with everything you want to see right here in
Xtra Extra.
Wake your bitch ass up. 4 badass murders. 3.4 million bullets fired.
17 destroyed compounds.
10,000 insurgents dead. And you got both of us killed 3 times.